Thom Hartmann here on the best of the rest of economic and labor news. You need to know this. The two most recent presidential elections broke every campaign spending record in history. But the upcoming 2016 race is shaping up to blow those two out of the water. According to a new report from the Center for Responsive Politics, as of September 21st, political groups outside the party or official campaign structure have flooded the 2016 race with more than $25 million. 5 times more than the last presidential race. And single candidate groups, aka super PACs, have already spent 55 times more money. That's 5,500% more money than they had at this point in the 2012 race. Unsurprisingly, most of that campaign cash was spent to benefit Republicans. Only one of the top 20 spending groups has a liberal view, according to the report, and the others are working to help put a Republican in the White House. Of course, the right continues to claim that super PACs are simply exercising free speech that is not affiliated with official campaigns, but that's simply laughable. Robert McGuire, one of the study's researchers, said single candidate PACs have been around for the last 2 elections, and they make a mockery of the Federal Election Commission's coordination rules. He added, a super PAC founded by your best friend that does nothing but raise money and buy ads supporting your candidacy is not an independent organization. These groups aren't independent, and the only speech they represent is the speech of millionaires and billionaires, and occasionally a transnational corporation. Ever since the disastrous Citizens United decision in 2010, our nation has moved farther and farther away from small d democracy. If we don't stand up and fight back, this next election could be an all-out sale of our government and the White House. We have to end these out-of-control super PACs by saying that corporations are not people, money is not speech, and by voting for candidates who promise to overturn Citizens United. When a hedge fund manager raised the price of a life-saving medication by more than 5,000%, the public immediately took him to task for his greed. In fact, Martin Shkreli's decision to increase the price of Duraprim from $13 a pill to $750 a pill was met with such a powerful reaction that the CEO has agreed to lower the price of that medication. The drug in question is a 62-year-old medication used to treat a life-threatening parasitic infection called toxoplasmosis. It also fights tuberculosis. The toxoplasmosis is most commonly found in pregnant women, AIDS patients, and individuals who have weakened immune systems, like cancer patients. Of course, Shkreli claims that the price increase was going to fund better medication for individuals infected by toxoplasmosis. But organizations like the HIV Medicine Association and the Infectious Diseases Society of America say the increase is unjustifiable, their word. In the richest nation on earth, it's unacceptable that anyone should die of a treatable illness, but it will keep happening until we take the profit motive out of our healthcare system. Baltimore is finally doing something to fix their food deserts. According to a recent article over at the Think Progress blog, 1 out of 4 Baltimore residents lives in an area with no supermarket and lower than average access to a car to go shopping. That means more than 185,000 people in that city live at or near the poverty line and have no way to purchase healthy food. In an effort to address the problem, Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake has announced a new plan to encourage grocery store owners to improve healthy shopping options in these areas. In exchange for building new supermarkets or improving smaller stores, qualifying store owners can get huge discounts on their property taxes for the next 10 years. By encouraging private investment and combining it with improved public transportation, it appears that Rawlings Blake is trying to avoid the gentrification that typically goes along with improving an area. With the help of community leaders and city residents who are still calling for change after the killing of Freddie Gray, the Baltimore mayor may have come up with a plan that works. For the sake of the people of Baltimore, let's hope that this is only one step toward a better city. It's bad enough the college students are saddled with a lifetime of debt for getting an education. Now, to add insult to injury, private companies are ripping them off all over again with fake debt relief scams. And those scams are bringing back some scary memories of our last financial meltdown. These companies often ask for large sums of money up front, and they take advantage of students who don't know about the repayment options available through the federal government. With more than $1 trillion in outstanding student loan debt and the number of loan defaults rising, it's more important than ever to protect students and our economy from those who destroyed it the last time. The easiest way to fix this problem is to forgive student debt and invest in Americans by making public college free for everyone. And finally, In all the negative coverage about the refugees fleeing Syria, the media often fails to point out the stories of kindness. One such story is taking place every day at a train station in Budapest, Hungary. As refugees are blocked at the borders and abused by police, citizens are lining up to donate food, clothing, and other goods to help the migrants on their journey. Human rights groups are sorting donations, providing Wi-Fi and phone charging, and helping refugees get to and from trains and the stations. As Hungarian officials treat refugees as less than human, citizens of that nation gathered at train stations holding signs that said, "No one is illegal, not in my name, and Jesus was a migrant." It's important to expose those nations and individuals who are inhumane to migrants. However, it's also vital that we recognize and applaud those who treat refugees as members of our one human family. And that's the way it is for the week of September 28th, 2015. I'm Thom Hartmann on the Economic and Labor News.